Hey guys, Fox here, hope you're all well. What you're looking at in front of you is a Sony PlayStation, but seriously, do I really need to tell you? It's written on the console. Yeah, but seriously, there's actually nothing wrong with this console. It's in perfect working condition. It does have one problem though, and here's the problem. Back in the day, I used to import all my games, and one of the games I want to play on this is this Metal Gear Solid. Now this is the US version of the game, and with this being a PAL console, if I put this game in this console, it's not going to want to know. So I have two options basically. I can either go search on eBay, find the PAL region version of Metal Gear Solid, which is going to cost me somewhere in the region of £30 to £40, or I could go to somewhere like Maplin's or actually search on eBay, pick up a chip, program the chip and install it in this console. Last time I checked, it was 80 pence from Maplin's, and it's a chip. And that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to chip this console. Also as well, what I'm hoping is, what I might do is, just to see how good this thing reads backups, is actually make a copy of this game. Yes, I do own this game. Here it is. Put it in the console and see just how well the laser works. Also, I have a nice aftermarket case that I'm going to put this console in, so yeah, give me some time to set up, guys, and we'll get going. Okay guys, back again. Time to get inside this PlayStation. Okay guys, back again. Here's the PlayStation motherboard. As you can see, it's a PU22. What I'm laughing at is Sony's way of stopping you chipping the PlayStation. They whacked a great big shield over the majority of the motherboard. Yeah, that's not going to stop me. So give me a couple of minutes to let my Hacker warm up, and I'll get this shield off. And there we go. Bye bye shielding. Temperature controlled soldering iron. Didn't stand a chance. Now what I do when I install a chip is I make a little socket for it. Just it looks nice and neat then if you do it that way. What I'll do now is I'll show you quickly how I made this socket. Hey guys, back again. Yeah, this is the little 8-pin socket I've used. Basically all I've done is I've took a socket, surface mounted it on some prototype board. Here's the prototype board. Basically what I did with this board is cut it into 4x7 holes, and then what I did was I took my craft knife and just cut a strip out of it, 3-hole strip vertically. Then what I did was I tinned it with my soldering iron, just so it was easy for me later on to solder the socket on. Then what I did is I took my dill socket, bent the legs out and soldered it on to the prototype board. If you look at this picture, look, can you see the green here? Now, that's not any corrosion or anything like that. I took this photo and afterwards I was like, what's that green shit on it? Basically what it was the solder is acting like a mirror, because I was wearing a top and it had a highlight green logo on it, and basically that's what you're seeing. Because like I said, when I first looked at this I was like, there's no crap on the thing, what's that? It's just a reflection of the highlight logo I had on my top. And then what I did is trimmed it down with my side cutters. The reason I do this is for 2 reasons. One, I don't like soldering directly to the chip. It just makes it look crap. And the second reason is, let's say I programmed the chip and I made a mistake. Well, if I've done that, I can just take it out the socket, program a new one, put the new one in the socket, and I'm off and running. So yeah, this is the reason why I do this. And it just looks better as well. And okay guys, here's a picture of the chip I'm going to use. The model I'm going to be using is the 12C508A. Now, you can use the 12C508. It really doesn't matter which one you use. It's just that I picked up the 12C508A. Now, there is a modern equivalent chip for this. It's the 12F508. But what I've read online and talking to a lot of other people is that chip can sometimes be very temperamental. It can boot a game one time and then not another time. So for that reason, I'm going to be using the old CMOS version, which is the 12C508A. I just want to talk a little bit about the cases that you see in front of you. These are all aftermarket PlayStation cases. I picked these up from a guy some years back now. It's probably 7 years ago. The guy used to own a shop, and he knew I was into modding consoles, and he stopped me in the street one day and says, I might have something that you're interested in. And this is what he was talking about, these cases. His shop was going out of business, but he used to sell all sorts of stuff. He'd sell consoles, old consoles. It was a bit like a second-hand shop, and yeah, this is what he had. There was about 15 of them. And I asked him, I goes, how much do you want for them? And he was like, just give me £1 each for them. It's just crazy, you know. And yeah, I took all 15 off him. I actually gave him 20 quid, and there was only 15 of them, because I felt sorry for him, because his shop was closing down, it was going out of business. So I made out, I didn't have any change, so I just gave him a £20 note. And yeah, I got these. Basically what happened is my friends found out I got these, and they just came and raided them. You know, so this is what I'm left with. I had 15 of them. I had some black transparent, green transparent, what you can see on the bottom. Then I had some blue transparent and purple transparent, and I also had some white crystal transparent ones as well. But yeah, the only ones I've got left now is 1 green transparent, 3 blue transparent, and 2 purple transparent. I'm not going to be using the green transparent one, and the reason for that is I'll show you in a second. So I'm going to be using either a blue transparent or a purple transparent. Here's the reason why I'm not going to be using the green transparent one, and there you go. That's why. Now, that's exactly what it looks like. It really is that bright. It's proper loud. It's in your face. I call this the toxic PlayStation because it looks like it's radioactive. Now, it doesn't glow in the dark. To look at it, you think it would, but it doesn't. And I have another picture of another PlayStation in the white iced one. And there you go. And if you wait till the end of the video, you'll see all my collection of PlayStations. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out. So I'll be choosing between a blue transparent or a purple transparent in this video. And later in the video, you'll see which one I choose. Okay, it's time to install the chip. Okay guys, done, sockets in, it's wired up. Just give you a little show what he looks like. Best thing to do is don't try and make your wires tight, you know. You want a little bit of give in them like this, you know. Because if this thing pops off and starts moving about, you don't want it to tug on the pads. But what I'm going to do now is just smudge the camera. That wasn't a good idea, was it? Move that back, that's it. I'm just going to go and check continuity with all the places that I've soldered to. So. Okay guys, all I've got to do now is program the chip and put it in. So that's what's coming up next. Okay guys, back again. Yeah, as you can see, I have the chip in my programmer, the TL866CS, and before I get programming this chip, I want to say a little bit of something about this EEPROM burner. It's actually very good. I've had this for a year now and I've not had a problem with it. It's been absolutely fine. It hasn't blown up, it hasn't failed to update for a software update. So yeah, I'm ready to program this chip. So basically here's the program that I'm going to be using. Basically what you do is you select the chip. Yeah, I've already gone ahead and selected it. You can see, look, it's the PIC12C508A. And now what I'm going to do is, if I click on the info button here, it tells me where to put the chip, and as you can see, I've already put the chip. So what I'm going to do now is open the file I want to program to it, and as you can see, it's in hex format, and it's the Stealth 4, and there's 3 versions of it. You can see there's a European, there's a Japanese, and there's a US. Well, because I live in Europe and this is a European PlayStation, I'm going to be using the US version. Not really. It's I shouldn't have said that. I'm going to be using the European version. I was just kidding, guys. So, okay. You select the European version. Select. And it's basically it's basically telling me it's an Intel hex file. Yes, that's right. And it's going to program all, including the memory code and the config. As you can see, here's the config for it. These are like fuses. You set them and it basically configures the chip. Now when you download the hex file, it normally tells you in there in a ReadMe file how to set the fuses. So I'm ready to go, guys. All I need to do now is press the program button. So I'm going to press that and we're off and running. And program the chip, and done. Pretty damn quick. So what we can do now, let's see if we can verify the chip. Verify successful. So there we go, guys. Let's program the chip. Hey guys, back again. Time to put the chip in, and then we can get screwing this all back together again. So chip is in. Now we'll see which colour case I chose, and as you can see, I've gone for the blue case. So let's get this back together again. Okay guys, there's just one more thing I need to do, and that's put the PlayStation logo off my old lid from the old case and put it on the new case. And there we go. Job done. Now let's see if this will boot Metal Gear Solid. Hey guys, back again. As you can see, I've hooked up the PlayStation to my TV. One thing you will notice when I switch it on is I've replaced the green LED for a blue LED. I just did that off camera. It only took me 2 minutes. So it's time to see if this will boot the NTSC version of Metal Gear. There's the blue LED. Yep, so we're booting US games. Now let's see if this will boot it back up. Okay guys, back again. Yeah, I've been copied the game. As you can see, I've copied it to a vibrating disc. Really good quality discs. Always use really good quality discs when you're burning any game. Because then if you have a problem with these discs, then you definitely know you have a problem with your laser. So yeah, vibrating. As you can see, Metal Gear Solid. So let's see if it will boot it.
Weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next.
Okay guys, I'm going to skip the FMV.
Being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss. just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator.
And there you go, guys.
Make sure
Working
nobody sees
perfect.
you. If you need to,
FMV fine. Playing the game fine.
140.85.
Hope you enjoyed that,
When you
guys.
want to use the codec, push the select button.
Okay, guys. Just a quick question before I go. Do you think I have enough PlayStations? Yeah, I have 6 of them. And they're all mine. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all again soon.